It's Heracross.
Right, good evening, folks. Bit of a different one today. Unfortunately, all the footage from this video and the next few days all got majorly corrupted. Unfortunately, my hard drive filled just as I saved the game and I was ending the stream, my recording. So the entire thing got corrupted. We've managed to recover it magically. So there is a few graphical glitches and we lost all the sound, basically. I think there was like 40 seconds of sound, and if you played to that mark, it actually crashed my editing software. So next couple of days will be slightly different. So we have the footage. There is some graphical glitches. Gonna have to just live with it. You know, we'll say there we go. As you can see, missing no hit us. So we're gonna have to just put up with the minor glitches. They are literally minor. It comes up every now and again like that. The vast majority of the video is very, very clear. We're going to have to listen to some vibes. I actually spent most of last night from like midnight till 6 in the morning trying to line up music from my tracks to work perfectly. You see as well around the boxes, well, this side on the boxes, we've got slight markings, and around the top boxes you can see there's gaps and such because, well, it did its best. It did its best to recover this, so we're lucky. So we're just going to chat, so like a commentary as the video goes on. So the first pass we're going to be doing here is we're going to be battling these trainers around this area, get them all done. You see, look, I had to do music cuts. Say it took me hours to line everything up, constantly doing the whole cuts and out cuts and lining music up because things don't sync properly and blah 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 blah. But luckily, say Rematch here, not too bad. I believe at this point we've encountered one. I can't remember what these numbers up here we're going to be doing. I don't have my charts in front of me to tell me, but I'm pretty sure I've seen Rematch before, so that's an update. Yeah, so this week is going to be this style. It's just going to be me doing a live commentate, well, live-ish commentate of the video as we go. Just so that we've got some video content. I am so happy that software I used covered this video. If not, I was actually going to do little crappy stickman animations just to say, oh, this is what happened in the 3 hours of content we lost. Oh look, I did this and I did this, and it was awkward. As soon as that software fixed, I didn't believe the software fixed it. The next thing I know, there's a folder on my desktop that says repair and it has a file in it, and I was like, oh, what's this? Has it made another file other than the 14 gig file that didn't play? Surprise, surprise, there's a 40 gig file that actually works to a degree. So happy days. At the moment, say we're just trying to like look into it. We're considering evolutions. What can we quickly get up? Things that we know we're going to need to do. There's a lot going on right now, especially with me still carrying this EV. So currently, we'll just get rid of it. We have no need to carry it. We looked into it. A Pokeathlon earns you enough points. I think it's 2,000 points. You can buy a stone. Each day of the week it offers you a different stone. So we might as well dump it. There's no point trying to go for an Espeon or Umbreon anymore. It'll be easier for us to get a stone and get. I think we're going to go for a Jolteon, possibly, but it's going to be one of those stone evolutions. I'd rather get those down and out of the way. I forgot to heal. One of the main reasons we came back. Oh no, what's our Pokemon? What an empty slot, haven't I? As usual, I accidentally clicked deposit because it's in the worst place possible. I don't understand why they can't put move first. Because when you move a Pokemon around, everyone uses move. It's very rare that you want to go into a deposit, because even if you're depositing a Pokemon, you probably want to be put in a very specific box or a very specific slot. There's only like odd trainers that don't try to do things like the living decks anymore. It's a very common thing. So we just want to get a new egg. You know, now that we know that, so we knew that that female Eevee was going to be ours anyway. I think was actually shown on camera because I knew that was going to hatch, you know, because I'd actually recorded these last few, well, the last two episodes and this episode I recorded like 3 times and it just kept crashing until I worked out the hard drive was the issue, but it was full. So over to Goldenrod, you know, got rid of the egg because we know those eggs are EVs and starter Pokemon. No point carrying them. There's a brand new egg down at the daycare. We might as well just go grab one of those and then we can renew a new egg whilst we're trying to work on another egg. Now, This thing go, hit it again. I like how things don't line up. Yeah. That was my trail of thought here, is I could remove one of my 4 eggs there, and then he have a 5th egg carrying at all times. Or I could go grab that 5th egg, and then we can start working on getting the 6th egg. As we'll do that, fly back and then run around with this. I know it's an EV egg. As far as I'm aware, I don't remember this hatching during the next few days. You know, it takes like 4,000 steps, I think, and only like so many do. Well, I apologise for once again more graphical glitches. So we absolutely did our best on this. So the entire team worked on this effortlessly. Singo hit it as hard again. Does clear up in a sec. Admittedly, this episode's probably the worst. After this, it clears up ever so much. It's just like the occasional like flicker of purple and it's done. So we can accept that. Holy purple. On to our next battle. So these trainers around here are actually pretty easy. They don't actually have anything special. Nothing below 30. I can pretty much type all of them. But as we were working on over our last few days, we're trying to get this baby to evolve. We need to get the new Pokemon sorted. We're desperate to try and get rid of this Bayleaf. You know, I want to start carrying around our last party member. It's so hard at the moment, battling with only 3 physical attack Pokemon. But I can't count Smirgle yet because it doesn't know False Swipes. Well, funny story on that one coming up later down the line, and my screw up again. But we can't use him, so that screws it up. Then we're always carrying Pokemon to train, and we're always carrying an egg, so 3 combat Pokemon. So they're not exactly type shy. Our main 3 Pokemon are Alligator, Crocodile, and Amphi. So yeah, we've got Crocopops, Zuzu, and Amphi. Now, there's a lot of types out there that just absolutely dominate us. Rock type, for instance, that's pretty powerful against our team. An electric type just straight up stops us. Amphi can't fucking do super damage to it. For Alligator and Crobat are both super effective by electrical types. Generally, when I have to fight an electrical type, it's a bit of a oh shit moment. Luckily, Bayleaf can take care of that right now. So it will evolve eventually. Eventually. And then we just abandon it straight away. It's no use to us. We're also going to be working on catching a few more Pokemon in these next few episodes. I know exactly how many Pokemon they are. I don't want to reveal spoilers for you. Yeah, I know we're catching some Pokemon. We're going to evolve some Pokemon as well. Quite a few. Our numbers come up quite a bit this week. Not to the level I'd like, Matt. Definitely not to the level I'd like, Matt. Especially so we're trying to get all this finished. We're trying to get the Pokemon League finished with, the living decks complete as far as we can. For episode 150. I think the last episode that released is 55. This is episode 56? No. It's episode 57. We've got 100 episodes to go and about 150 Pokemon left to catch. 2 Pokemon an episode, roughly. I believe we actually stick to that over this 2 Pokemon episode, so we should be roughly finished by episode 150. But, with us getting so close to the league now, we are going to be hitting a point where we're just grinding Pokemon consistently. I don't even think we can get to 250. No, we can't get 250 Pokemon because there's Pokemon we can't actually catch. For instance, Pikachu. Pikachu is not available this side of the Pokemon League. You have to get to Viridian Forest. So most of the strategies on this at the moment are pretty much the same. We're just poisoning stuff, confusing stuff, then just attacking it with the most effective move we have. Zuzu, our best move here is Shadow Ball. It doesn't do a lot, but it's better than the Bite, and it's definitely better than... I can't remember what that move is. Fly. Actually, we should have gone with Fly. It takes 2 turns, but it would be super effective. Flying beats the grass. Nice transition there in sound. It does just kicks back off. I've got to remember for you guys, it's the other way around. It kicks back off. Admittedly, my sound work later down the line for the next in some later episodes, especially the last one, does get a lot lazier with me just trying to use the same track for the entire thing. Just because, like I say, I'd been working out for 6 hours trying to line stuff up, make sure sound worked. And so there was one point where the video footage kind of stopped. I just started flashing bright colours and then continued playing as if it just added this extra flashing. I had to remove all that. It was, like I say, this was a nightmare. This was some of the hardest editing I've ever had to do, just to give you the very simplistic, basic stuff you're normally used to. I'm still annoyed by those little bars, but something to do. I can guarantee, well, if this is going out Sunday we should be back to glorious good stuff. I've learned a trick on this to make half-hour cuts. I'm also going to be doing. I probably won't use that. I think I might go with what I said I'd be doing to Carl. Before I start playing, I'm going to back up my save. I'll have the save we're working on, the backup save. Then if something does go wrong, I'll just revert and I'll record it again. And then if that goes wrong again, I'll revert. I'll just keep doing it again like I did for the first 2 episodes. Well, all this, because I said this is my 3rd recording. We're trying to do this segment of the game. So here we go. Electric Pokemon. Super annoying. I'm trying to think what I was actually doing. I think I was getting distracted at the time and looking at other stuff, especially on my phone, trying to look at charts and such. I had more than messaging me quite a bit. But luckily, because it's a steel type, the fighting move also works. So, a little bit of advantage, a little bit not. It's a very difficult fight trying to fight electric Pokemon. All you have that's good against it is an electric type Pokemon. But luckily, we have the fighting move. I do believe eventually we actually give Amphi strength. Well, here we go, Professor Oak. He's been annoying us for ages. Finally got quite a catch up to him. For him just to say, we're really fun of Pokedex me. The phone on this game is the worst feature ever. They only literally brought it back in just because of the value of what it was like in the original game and trying to make it as close as possible. I wish they'd just given us the same stuff from the last game, the versus thing. Well, not the versus thing, whatever it was called, like the rematch fucking device. Far better than the phone and wait for people to phone you and say, "Oh, you want to refight me?" Luckily, it's like Bird Tamer here. This is a nice, easy fight. 2 Thunder Punches. Well, Thunder Punch per thing. I believe there's only 2 Pokemon. I wasn't really looking there. Like Thunder Punch is a heavy hit to 80 power, 75% power or something, or 80 power. I do believe we're actually offered a stronger move soon. Recently we were offered a stronger move. I actually refused it because it was a special. The special moves over the physical moves. Pidgeotto, same again. Oh, quick attack, nice little hit. That's the only hit you're going to get because Thunder Punch is a really good move. I'd like to get Ice Punch on for Alligator, but no TM for that. As far as I'm aware. Research into the game. The problem is now I don't know how long these episodes are. I can't really keep track. I can see on my screen that I've been recording now for 13 minutes. I know each one roughly gets to half an hour. So the outro to these videos is probably going to be a bit... You probably get a point where the game pauses and I'll just talk for a second or two just to end the video. Just because, like I say, I can't line it up.
Hello. Oh, hi Raven. How are you?
But now we've recovered these videos.
I found a useful item while shopping, so I bought it with your money. Sorry.
Oh no.
But I asked the delivery man to take it to you, so you should stop by the nearest Pokemart or department store and pick it up. I know it'll be useful.
I'm sure it will be, Mother, especially if you give me a moonstone. This is what we want. We don't care about the berries right now. We want moonstones. What we need, Clefable and Nidoqueen. They're the 2 that I know off the top of my head that use moonstones. Luckily, this entire section here is the Arctic music, so it's a bit of a change of pace. Graphical glitch again. It's been a while since we've had one, but roughly every 5 to 10 minutes there's a small one like that, I think. Well, another small one. It's weird. It's weird when it decides to do it. There's a lot of clear footage and now and again it does that. But throughout this cave we're going to be doing sweeps with the radar. So we are looking for the hidden items. I believe there is a couple. I know there's a couple because I've already seen this. I just can't remember where they are. Actually, I do. I do. I'm looking forward to when we can just leave that background music alone for like half of an episode to a full episode. It's great. But I even know I commented on that when it's like, oh, if I'd have known that the Skullbat was going to appear here, I would have battled with the Safari Zone episode of trying to catch it. We could have got ourselves a Psyduck, which we still don't bloody have. So, yeah. I had to spend a moment here and work out what I was doing because I'd completely forgotten how to solve this puzzle. I then realised I'd actually got it wrong. I had to reset. And I was sat there trying to figure out how to reset. When I went left, I could have basically just gone right. It's up, across. And I want to go down instead. Bloody graphics. Missingo, man. Get off the screen. Let's go. Another battle. Great one, this one. It's Delibird. Now, I consider this a rare Pokemon. I even mentioned, oh, this is quite a rare Pokemon. What are the chances of us getting a Delibird? This doesn't come up very often. Didn't realise this has a 20% chance of showing up. 1 in 5 chance Delibird will show up. And we actually encounter a fair few of these. Didn't know the rarest Pokemon in this game was actually Jinx. Jinx. Love Jinx. Great Pokemon. So considered the racist Pokemon, they actually had to physically change its appearance for the show. Because everyone was complaining about blackface. So that's why Jinx has purple face now. I'm not getting involved in it. I'm not getting involved. Not one way or the other, I don't care. I do care, but I'm not getting involved. People can have their opinions, people can have the comments, the facts and whatnot. I'm staying out of it. Straight away, I'm staying out of it. I want nothing to do with this argument, one way or another. Like, Delibird. Get a bit of an ass, won't stay in the bloody ball. I hate it when Pokemon hurts. I have to lay down. Like I say, the amount of sitting I've had to do in these positions recently for recordings, streamings, and editing. In fact, my sofa is my sleeping apparatus. Little beggar. He actually got out of sleep. But we're actually glad Smeargle has Spore. You know, it does make catching things a lot easier. Even if we can't damage things currently. So it won't take us too long to magically get false swipes. It's just really annoying because I really need to train the Smeargle up. It's pulling the team back. As soon as we can get false swipes and we can learn not learn metronome, we get the metronome from the card game, the better. You know, the metronome, well, between its moves, I say, I don't know what the stats are. It's like 40 power, I believe, false swipe. And the technician, as we've already seen from when we actually got it. Did you see it? Well, another graphical glitch there. Look, the stone appears one off. You want to do a bit of quick calculation? How do I get across here? Ooh, there we go. Yeah, that technician will give it a 50% boost in power, so technically it's now a 60 power move. Great. It's not the best, but great. And the metronome makes it so every time you hit something, it does more and more damage. So really great for, you know, put to sleep, just hit them over and over again. Swing up here, once again, we'll swap out to the actually make swift click there. Didn't mean to click on that. We essentially here we're just trying to catch this again because what are the odds? Female swim ups. So it's 50-50 chance it'll be a female. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. I start to hate swim up in this episode, I do believe. I should have moved the camera elsewhere. So you could actually get a live reaction of what my face was doing at the time. Because it gets funny when I start to encounter these swim-ups. I'm just hoping, stay in the bloody ball. Why can't you stay in the ball? There we go, in the ball. Another Pokemon down, another one off the chart. Nice and easy. Right, Pokemon data was at Pokedex. If you smell something enticing, it dashes up, blah, blah, blah. Don't give you a chance to read it then, why don't you? So it's transferred to the inbox in Phil's PC. Right, onwards. Ah, another battle. Oh look, it's another swin-up. Oh look, it's female. You're going to be hearing that a lot. Even though it's a 50-50 split, I believe near enough every swin-up we encounter is a female. It's amazing. So, yep, we catch a couple. Here's one that's going to be evolved. Well, one of these two will probably be a pilot swine. Well, can't say that as well, because we're going to catch more. I can guarantee now at least we're going to have a Pokemon ready for swin-up, and we're going to have a Pokemon ready to become the pilot swine. That's the best wording for it. So, just do that slightly. At least I'm wearing the right t-shirt. I do believe I was actually wearing this, is it California? Yeah, California t-shirt. Just before, when I was actually doing this recording. I mean, this recording actually happened about 5 days before I did this whole commentary part. It's been a heavy 4 days. I mean, I'm sure you can see it in my face. I'm tired. I say I was up till 6 a.m. I then slept till 10. I actually then turned my alarm off and went back to sleep because I was dying. I'll just go to the cafe and enjoy my Saturday later. Only then, about half an hour later, Cal kind of made noise. Like he was like trying to wake me up, but not wake me up. He was suffering some issues himself with his computer because he plugged his PlayStation pad into his PC, and because it's got like the headphone jack on it and the little speakery bit and the microphone built into the pad, it swapped all of his defaults, so he could no longer hear sound. He couldn't use his Discord. He wasn't 100% sure how to correct it. We've suffered this issue that many times from me plugging pads in, or me plugging in excess cables, or moving something, and then also, big one is when I plug a TV in. You know, when I decide, I want to go to the TV to, like have two monitors when I'm doing stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, I want to make the sound go to there. I've done it a few times. We got a bit of radar. We found a hidden item. Of course, it was on the big stone. The commentary's going to be slightly delayed because I don't remember exactly what's happening and when it's happening. I have a general gist. I know the big things that are happening. I know the gym. I know the catches. I know the evolutions. Admittedly, that was annoying. When I first started doing this, I actually started looking into what was and wasn't done. Basically, like I say, I was going to do like a crappy stickman animation to say, here's what happened before I discovered this video had actually been recovered. I actually looked into, here's all the Pokemon that I saw, here's all the Pokemon I captured, here's the Pokemon I evolved, just so that I could make sure that I could edit it all in properly. There was one Pokemon in there that I actually evolved, and as I went down my list, I was going through and comparing what was on my tick sheet to what was in the Pokedex in the game at the time. And I'd seen a Pokemon, I looked at it and was like, I need to add that to the list, and didn't write it down. And I wrote down a lot of others, and then I was looking up and down this list for ages, trying to figure out, where the hell's this missing Pokemon? I should have a Pokemon in here. And then I started doing it one for one. It's like, right, have I got that? Yes. I know I've got this one, but we'll check it anyway. I know I've got this one, we'll check it anyway. And I checked every single one, working my way down this list. And I realised the first Pokemon I looked at in the list, the one I thought I was like, I've got to put that down. Didn't write it down. I spent a good 20-30 minutes trying to find this one Pokemon. We're starting to look at what moves they've got, just so that we can figure out who's holding strength. Because I was almost adamant that we weren't going to have strength of Relegator, because I want to give it Earthquake. It's meant to have Crunch, Earthquake, Surf, and Ice Fang, or Ice Punch. It's like, why can we put this? I don't want to do this. Well, maybe I did swap Slash for Strength. It's slightly more powerful. And I even click it, and as I click it, I start the reading, I look across, and I notice, roughly here, Amphi can actually take Strength. I don't think Amphi's actually got Age. It's got Flash, hasn't it? Yeah. No, we don't want to learn this. A few misclips because I'm an idiot. I don't forget you got to click no, then yes. But I correct that. Go on Strength again. But yes, it would be an upgrade on Slash, but then it would mean I'm stuck with 2 HMs and I can't take Earthquake, and I definitely need Earthquake. Relegator needs an Earth type move once she's between gyms, so we'll teach Amphi this. Oh wait, it does know another HM. It knows Rock Smash. Who would have figured? Well, it's okay, because it's an upgrade on Scratch. Is it Scratch? Yeah, it was Scratch. It was Scratch, not Tackle. She had Tackle. It's an upgrade on Tackle. And it was going to have a normal move anyway, because that's what it was supposed to have. It's supposed to have a fighting move, electric move, and a normal move. It's my go-to Pokemon for when we can't do typing. So we'll just move that top stone up into position, ready for the next part of the puzzle. We'll take a second here to remember how to do this one where we had to be stood. Because, let's say, you got to push things in certain directions, move around it. Get attacked by Masingo again. I mean, this one's a weird one because you've got to push it to one spot, walk around it, push it again, walk around it again, and then push it a final time. Usually that would be like the second to last one you'd do, but I'm, for some reason, doing these backwards. With the only one being done in the correct order is the last one, which we still have to do last. Masingo attacks again. As you can see, we're just pushing this rock around. I believe it actually now corrects itself for quite a while. Oh, look at that. Another female Swinub. My phone just vibrated. Why did you vibrate? Have you died? No? So it's probably a message from them. I like something. No? God knows. Got any messages? Yep, here we go. Another Swinub. We use a Spore again. Now look, it's going to try and brace itself so it can't get one-shotted. We're not trying to one-shot you. We're putting you to sleep. You can't brace against being put to sleep. Spags and no balls, great balls now. Yay! Is that our strongest Swinub? It might be. I don't remember. As you can see, 3 Swinubs now, 3 females. I am almost positive every Swinub we encounter is female. Literally everyone. If I'm right in thinking, coming up soon, we've actually got a large portion where we don't actually see any Pokemon. We just get, I don't know if to consider it lucky, but there's a massive part of this game now where we just don't see any wild Pokemon. Good morning, it's Chrissy, it's nice to meet you. Let's keep your Pokemon easy with oxes. Oh yeah, usually let mine go. And that reminds me, I recently let a Weedle go. That's some kind of wasteful, isn't it? Yeah, it does actually. You only let a Pokemon go if it's useless to you. Well, I shouldn't say that, because no Pokemon is useless. They've all got typings, they've all got advantages. Alright, I must have been wrong there about the baffled glitches. Moving around this thing. Take a second here to think. How do I line this? Oh yeah, I've got to go push push it back. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. And into the hole it goes. That's another one down. This top one's a little easier because we're on the right side of it. It was just a second of, alright, I just got to think which side do I have to push this off? Push it up to the left, alright, get stuck, can't move it, so I've got to go right then. Now if I push it here, push it here, push it here. Yep, and we can walk around and end this puzzle. Finally, last stone. It's in position already. We just have to push it out a little bit. I think this one might be the last fight. Oh look, another female Swinub! What a surprise! We're getting all the females today. This is definitely not 50-50 odds, but we've got the 3 we need. So we need to we need to evolve 2 of them into Piloswine. Was another Piloswine? Female Swinub! 50-50 odds 5 times in a row. Yeah, so we need to evolve 1 into Piloswine. The second one needs to evolve into Piloswine, teach Ancient Power, and then level it up once more, and then we'll get Mamoswine. It's a Gen 4 Pokemon, but I'd say this is technically a remake of Gen 2 into a Gen 4. We don't get encounter anymore because we basically hit ice after this point, and they can't battle us if we're sliding around. Here we go, Delibird, another female. This cave's just full of females. It's the woman cave. It's like a man cave, but not quite manly. Very womanly. It's also good. A man, a bit of woman. Oh, I think that's the end of that episode. Yep, that was the end of that episode. So we've been recording now for like half an hour. As you say, this is how the exit's going to be because I can't see when the video is going to be end, so I can do an outro as we're going. But yeah, stay tuned for next day. Say the rest of this week, it does slowly clear up. We get less and less graphical glitches, but it is going to be a lot like this just because of what happened. give me till Sunday. I'm making sure this never happens again. You know, I'll be recording to a bigger hard drive, which is basically empty, just so I can guarantee that I get it. Or potentially I'll do a large live stream on Twitch and then just download it and put it up. But until then, guys, thank you for watching. I apologize once again for everything that's happened, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!
Who's that Pokemon?